Greetings all, and welcome back to another episode of What's reborG podcast. I am reborG. Up here chilling like shit. Yeah, we had an off one. Yeah, it's been a minute. I know. I'm big trash. Shit be happening. Sometimes I don't be feeling like doing this shit. It is what it is. I was supposed to record Super Bowl Sunday. I won't worry about it. I won't worry about it for real. Nah, not at all. How y'all been doing? Me chilling. You know, just got over being sick. Few days, a little phlegm type shit like that. Couldn't go to work though, because they told me you can't go to work till you get results from a COVID test. And the employee health said we not gonna be open until Monday. So I could have went back Sunday, but I couldn't. They did. Physically, I could have went back Sunday. I was ready. It was only like 2 days. Because Friday, I was fucked up. Yeah, I was. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, I was fucked up. But outside of that, same old, same old. Work is work. And speaking of work, the rest in peace, Miss Jean is one of the first residents I met at the job that I'm currently at, cooking at Ward Forest, a retirement community. And the lead chef, the head chef, is taking me down there she was taking me down there to go in and learn how to serve down there in another kitchen upstairs for dinner. Because she was gonna put me in the big boy the next day. So this is the first time I'm like with the residents and all that stuff. So when we first get in there, we setting the line up, getting stuff ready, and she is setting up desserts and drinks on the table. But she got them like real like close to her, like in a tight space. She said, "You want to make sure you don't have stuff too far out because Miss Jean sit over here, and Miss Jean will take stuff and eat. She will drink or eat whatever is over there for real, for real." So once lunch started and we got in the groove and all that other stuff, she started moving plates and cups and stuff like that. 10 minutes later, I said, her name was Alita. I said, "Hey, yo, Miss Alita." I said, "Yeah, what's up?" I just pointed over there to Miss Jean. Miss Jean is smashed like a whole piece of chocolate cake already. And already down in another cup of juice. So, before we could even give her lunch. So shit was just fun. And Miss Jean ain't had no teeth, and most of the time she got her mouth open and stuff like that. She didn't really do a whole lot of talking. She could, because she would say hello and she would laugh and stuff like that. But that was the first encounter, and ever since then, it's just always been like that. We make sure we take care of her and all that stuff because she had a special diet. She had to have her stuff like chopped down, like minced, like I'm talking about like broken down for her to eat it. And as long as you put gravy on it, she really didn't even care what it was. She would eat it. As long as there was gravy on it, she was good. Give her that mash and gravy and some mushed up vegetables, she good to go. Yeah, it was never a problem for her to eat. She would go to other people's tables and try to eat their stuff too. Miss Jean was funny, yo. She 2 times, and this while I was there in these 2 years. Two of the other residents put hands on her. One lady put hands on her so bad she got kicked out. Like one 80-year-old lady beating up another one, and she got they told her to get out. They put her out, yo. It was real. Why did they put hands on Miss Jean? Miss Jean was sleeping in their bed, yo. And it said she wasn't just like laying in the bed. Like they said she was under the covers and all that stuff. Because this was in the evergreen section of work, which is the dementia section. Like you got to use your badge to get in this section there. And if it's anybody near the door that's not coming out of it, the door won't even open. Like you hit the, put your badge up to the key thing and beep, but you still can't open the door if somebody near the joint. Like sometimes you gotta call and yeah, it's like that over there. Cause somehow Miss Jean escaped from there one day. Like I was cooking in another kitchen and I went to the walk-in by the main kitchen to go get something. And on the way back, I turn the corner and I see Miss Jean just looking around. I said, Miss Jean, what the hell is she doing over there? I don't even know how she could possibly even get in there. Nobody had came through the door during that time. Like it was nobody even over there. So I have no idea how she even got out. So I just grabbed her and said, come on, let's go back over here. Got her back into Evergreen. They didn't even know she was gone. Because it's a lot of them over there. It's like 15 people over there. So you got to try to maintain all those types of different personalities in different dementia situations. Because they were in there talking about that in 3MG's chat. He was streaming the other day. And shout out to the homie 3MG running the great subathon right now. I get in there when I can, bro. I get in there when I can. Enjoying everything for real, for real. Even the videos that even the mods who had a playlist set up for when you sleep or whatever, they doing a good job too. Trust me, man. The shit going right, man. For you to come back this year like that, man, that's already starting off on a nice ass note, yo. Now I still don't fuck with you like that, but you're doing a good job on the streaming side of things. But yeah, it was just like they just gotta maintain them because Evergreen just like that. You just gotta deal with it. Especially it was real bad when they had people in there that was really trying to escape. Like Dr. Temple was breaking windows and uh, pulling fire alarms and all that type of stuff. There was a couple of people that come through there that ain't no joke. Miss D shut it down because she was in there hitting people, and that just like slaps on. Nah, she was like straight up swinging and going in on folk. Um, Speaking of that, another thing Miss Jean would do, she would try to kiss anybody. So she would just I seen her on countless occasions just lean in with her mouth wide open on people, like with no mind you, I said she can't talk, but she doesn't talk like that. So when she going in, she just going. There's no lead up or nothing. She just like one thing I do gotta say though, is old people get frisky too. So at least I know that at least I still had that in me because it definitely be a lot of frisky individuals in there, men and women. Now that's a dude in there, Mr. Sal. He's a nasty motherfucker. Ain't no, there's no nice way to say that. Mr. Sal is disgusting. Like I, that shit just nasty, bro. Y'all got to do something about that. But yeah, rest in peace, Miss Jean, man. She been the queen. She been there the whole 2 years I've been there. Always show love. Always gave me a hug. Tried to lean in on me. I'm not kissing no 80-something-year-old. I would have said that about a 70-year-old woman if I didn't see that fitness. It's a black lady that's 72 years old. That's like a fitness guru. She looks amazing, bro. Like, like yeah. I'll be honest. I'll do that. Even with taking the felony, because for most of you who don't know, it's a felony to fuck the shit out of old hoes. So I'll risk it just for that one because she was like that. And she was lively and she was vibrant and she was just like, wow, like this is like this old broad is amazing. What else was going on? The bowl. I had mentioned I was going to record before the bowl, but nah. I had Philly winning, but I knew you can't count out Kermit, man. You just can't. He don't allow you to, man. He been taught the game by the homie Andy Reid, and she got a nice safety blanket and Kelsey, and just man, that's just what it is, bro. They got a nice groove, man. People talking about they don't want to call it the dynasty. I don't know, 2 and 4 years, man. That's pretty close. Because Brady never went back to back, so but y'all still consider that a dynasty. So if they can pull off another one, come on now, y'all can stop. Good game too. I did like that part. It was a good ass game. Because Philly tried. They did. They tried. They tried their damnedest. Try to keep Kermit from displaying magic. But once again, man, Lord Jesus, it takes a lot. Sometimes you got to say fuck it like Joe Burrow or something. You got to. He didn't even leave enough room for people to catch him while he was young because he still is young. And my girl texting me talking about I'm not ready yet. Are you ever ready? That's what exactly what I'm texting her. Are you ever ready? That's what I do want to know. They be late. But yeah, man, good game. Shout out to Kermit, Kansas City. I ain't never had no problems with Andy Reid, man. So he cool with me, man. So continue to win him, man. Just go on ahead. And as a Raider, first of all, as a sports fan, I can't hate on rivals like that. I just can't. I can't. I don't hate on North Carolina. I don't hate on Denver, the Chargers. I don't hate on Florida State football, the Gators, even though sometimes they do be on some hoe shit. But I can't hate on them. Charlotte stinks, so it ain't like they got rivals. One thing about a rivalry is, man, you got to be winning. All right, that's what makes some of the good ones so compelling, like that. Ohio State Michigan shit was getting bad for a couple of years. Isn't that no rivalry once you're getting your ass kicked 5, 6 years in a row? Plus, once that shit start to add up, oh yeah, the rivalry done. But I ain't never had no issue with them. Go ahead and do y'all thing until my favorite team can, get their act together and govern themselves accordingly to have a winning franchise. Shit, until they prove to do so, they don't deserve it. So beat their ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm not, man. I'm not sending, man. Come on, man. We let go of we let go of Derek Carr and Khalil Mack, two people who were willing to be Raiders for life on a team that had no future. They built that. That playoff last year playoff, Carr carried that, and the one before that, Matt carried that. Like they carried that together, man. They was building something there, man. And for Mark Davis to get rid of that, it's hard for me to respect it. At least Denver let Von Miller get old before they let him go. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas be wild, disrespectful, mother. She a hater. She's such a hater. Let me see how old Kermit is. See how much longer we got to deal with this. Yeah, Kermit only 27 years old, bro. He can fuck around, have 7 years, and still get 4 more. Yeah, sky's the limit for young boy, man. Keep making it happen. Make the rest of the league catch up, bro. Make it catch up. All-Star NBA All-Star game was day before yesterday. Yeah, All-Star weekend was okay. I don't give a fuck about the skills challenge no more. The 3-point don't count unless Curry in the competition. Shout out to Matt McClung for having a good dunk contest. Yeah, yeah. He became an all-timer with that one. I gotta give him that. Not only was he completing it on the first dunk, he was doing difficult dunks and he was just adding shit. You know what I'm saying? Just putting little wrinkles and shit, just try to differentiate it from what other dunkers have been doing. And I give him props for that, man. You know, every dunk contest don't need to be amazing because sometimes it just don't be amazing people up there. But the least we could get is a good one. All these damn dunkers in the league. You already know the best end game ones, they not gonna participate. Ja already said no, nah, and Ant-Man already said he'd rather dunk on people. Sent me a Nikki emo. Emo. She that damn small. I didn't know she was that damn. Yeah, so shout out to him because he had an all-time dunk contest performance. I give him that. I give him that. No, he's not the first one. Now Brent Berry, he went on the down year. I ain't gonna lie, that one of the. I'm not gonna be that old head. Yeah, we had good dunk contest in the 90s. Nah, not a lot of them was all that. Sometimes you needed something like a J.R. Ryder or something like that. You needed somebody like that to, come through and add the spark. So shout out to homie. We were supposed to go out for dinner in like a couple of hours. Don't try to change the plans I already told your stupid ass. No, I'm sorry. I already told your silly ass I'm recording. Like, come on, man, cut that out, man. I'm doing something right now, man. Stop texting me, yo. Um, Dunk contest. Yeah, exactly. This just, shout out to him. Don't know what it's gonna be next year because that's a crapshoot. The game, other than them long distance 3-pointers, man, they ain't really doing nothing but skipping the ball up court, just going ahead and getting them easy buckets. It was cool to see Tatum catch fire like that and Mitchell throw up some crazy shit. The Damian Lillard shit was crazy. Dame Dollars was out of pocket. Yeah, he was out of pocket with that one. The before half court three that he threw, yeah, Dame was out there wilding. But I don't know. I don't know how they can get them to make it a better game because it ain't a whole lot of incentive for the players. So who knows? It's kind of sad. All-Star game just ain't going. It was cool to see Steph put on that display, but the game as a whole, but who knows? The Pro Bowl stinks. All-Star game ain't, it just ain't. It's a height, but that's about as far as it can go. That's about as far as I'll take it. I think baseball got something. MLB got something where it's an incentive, like winning team get home field advantage or something like that. Something like that. That's the only way they would have to do it is like for that incentive. But then, and that takes away from the work you put in the regular season. If we got more wins than you, I definitely don't want other team. I don't want other players that's not on my team being responsible for me having placement. So we got the best record in the league, bitch. We got home. We got home court advantage throughout the playoffs. I don't want a fucking All-Star game to turn into shit like that. Ooh, what up? College basketball. This ain't it. This ain't it. Maybe y'all not promoting the right dudes or something like that, but this ain't it. It's like they looking for an upperclassman or a team like that to hoist up and talk about, but that ain't it. That's not it. Most of the blue bloods outside of Kansas ain't putting in the work like that. So you just gotta, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason there are teams winning. Somebody is playing good basketball. So just go ahead and put those players on Front Street. College basketball is like one of them only sports where if it ain't a starter they pick, they real reluctant with the shit. They ain't hyping them up beforehand. It's different like that in college football because most people didn't know shit about Quentin Johnson. But once TCU went on that streak and they was undefeated toward the end of the season, a lot of people was talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of spots like that. Other sports know how to take care of it. College basketball, no, unless you coming out averaging 40 a game or something like that, they don't give a shit. They still trying to act like Brandon Miller ain't good. Now maybe the tournament will help because they ain't gonna have no choice then. You can't hype Gonzaga this year. They just as pedestrian. Any year that Gonzaga loses to one of the teams in their conference, they ain't it that year. The Final Four is a big push for them. Sure. Oh, she said she don't want to go out tonight. She tired. Yes, at home. Cool. I'm gonna give me some Wingstop after this shit. Hungry as shit too. Ain't had nothing but a hash brown. Hell yeah. And the eat beat. What else we got going on? What's going on? The Grammys happened. It's the Grammys. I just like to see, like I tell y'all every year, I just want to see who won. If I don't know shit about it, try to get myself informed. If I do, because they still trying to push this Harry Styles as the king of pop. They told us 1 month that Harry Styles is the king of pop. The next time in the turn, we see NBA YoungBoy on the cover of Billboard magazine, and the title says, uh, only Drake and Taylor Swift have more streams than NBA YoungBoy. He's going to tell you how he does it. So if Drake, Taylor Swift, and YoungBoy are the top 3, how is Harry Styles the king of pop? Gave him the Grammy. I knew damn well he ain't had the best album, man. All right album. I give him that. I listen to it. It's all right album. It's cool. It ain't better than the other shit that was up there, bro. That's why people, sooner or later, people just gonna stop. We gonna stop. People just gonna stop. I guess it's just gonna be white people that give a fuck. See, and for a 50-year hip hop performance, for you to say it wasn't bad, that shit should have been amazing. It could have been amazing. And they definitely had the resources to make that happen, and they didn't. The only thing that people keep hearing about that performance is Willie D fussing with Scarface about not being invited to. We'll get into a hip hop section because I got some shit to talk about on the hip hop side a little bit. But yeah, that shit won't. I mean, that shit ain't all that. For anybody who don't win, don't get mad if you don't win. It ain't that. It ain't that damn. It ain't that damn important. You can still get the bag if you don't win. Because there's been a lot of people who've been up there year after year getting their runner up on. If you look how many Grammys somebody like Stevie Wonder got. Somebody was taking some L's. Yeah, multiple categories. So that shit don't determine a whole lot. It used to back in the day. It held a lot of weight back in the day. But that shit is done now. Because you can already tell they're really not putting what is considered the best up there. Not all the time. At least on the hip hop side, they got to the part where at least they putting like good or all right albums up there. The albums either got hits or it's a good ass album. So for the most part, that's how they get down. And the Oscars is next month. Speaking of music in the Super Bowl, Rihanna's performance was cool. It was all right. I apologize. I'm not trying to shit on her or nothing like that because I fuck with Riri. But I come from the Michael Jackson era. Please go back and watch Mike, please. You'll know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's just not me being stuck in nostalgia. No, it's an amazing fucking performance. I don't give a fuck what time period it is. Shit. Fuck out of here with that dumb shit. I like the one last year too. That one was cool. Shout out to LA. That one was all right. It was cool. The game was salty because he went up there. Nigga, all them niggas had already been established before you got up there, man. You didn't. Dr. Dre is Dr. Dre without the game because it ain't like he gave the game a whole bunch of beats. If you look at his If you look at the production credits on his discographies, if you, Dr. Dre ain't got a whole lot. Man, he did give something, but not as much as the game making it seem. I think what you call it done fucking with them. Kanye, I think not done fucking with them like he won't show back up. He'll show back up if he up for a Grammy, but I don't think he give a fuck no more since he won. Yeah, showed his ass enough when he didn't, so I know they ain't trying to deal with that shit. But yeah, Riri's performance was all right. People was, they've been dogging that cover, man. And at this point, let's be honest, y'all. Who gives a fuck? If that's what the fuck they wanted to do, just go ahead. Whatever the fuck they doing is not gonna change, determine, or do nothing in your life. Look at the picture. Oh, that's cute. That was it. That's all I saw, man. That's all I saw, man. The big fucking deal. We don't know the dynamics of their relationship, good, bad, or indifferent. But let's be honest, man. Let's get back to not giving a fuck, yo. Us as a society, man, we got to get back to that. Let's get back to not giving a fuck. Let's get back to getting to the shit where you look at something, you laugh, and you move the fuck on, man. That's how it used to be. And we don't even have to go to the 90s or no shit like that. We can stay in the 2000s. Y'all remember Kobe and them all white pictures? It wasn't a whole lot of black power people talking about they demasculating this man and they bringing down the black man and they trying to make him gay and all that other shit. No, we all laughed and moved the fuck on. That was it. Let's just try to get back to that. The memes was ridiculous. But we let shit pass before. Let's not act like we've definitely let a lot more. I know social media wasn't as big. Yes, it was. Social media was huge then because that's how we got all that information. We saw all that information on our phones. That wasn't no TV like that. Nah, it's not. No. The problem is it's not social media. The problem is we give it too many people light beforehand, because these same people been out here doing the same shit even back then. Because I always been in the YouTube sphere for a while, so it ain't like none of this. This shit ain't brand new. They've been wilding on YouTube. They've been wilding on Twitter. They just been going in on all that shit. I don't know. They just let the give a fuck just get big. I'm not with it. The Jonathan Major shit. I'm so glad the anime nerds came out and defended him, because I ain't know no difference. I just laughed on him from having on thigh-high boots and kept it fucking moving. If that's what the fuck he wanted to do. Oh well. We shouldn't give a shit because we've let shit pass before. All right. People complained about the Young Thug shit at first. They don't bring that shit back up like that. We've let shit pass. And that's in the social media era. He came out with an album wearing that goddamn 19 set that early 1900s. I'm talking about 1901 in front of a goddamn slave mansion on a giant porch with Master Big Daddy sitting up on the porch in the rocket chair drinking a mint julep, and his wife was wearing that dress with the same material on a fucking umbrella. That's what the fuck he was wearing. And people called him gay, and the shit just died down after that. People stopped giving a fuck. We letting the wrong people. We paying attention to the wrong people because anybody allowed to speak. Freedom of speech. Say whatever the fuck you gonna say. You got to deal with the consequences as a human being. But just looking at shit and just carrying on, man, we got to get back to it. And then they try to make you seem like something wrong with you if you don't care. No, something's wrong with you because you care, and not just care. You care a little too goddamn much. And it ain't that goddamn serious, man. We can just let that shit go. Talking about the All-Star game. People come every time Karl Malone make a public appearance, people keep talking about how could they have him up there knowing his hit. Bitch, they didn't give a fuck then. It's not like this is something that just happened. This is not a new story. This story has been out about Karl Malone. The NBA don't give a fuck. That's why they keep putting them out there like that. Please stop trying to, yo. What the fuck can you do at this point? The damage is done. I'm not saying we should be, forgiving and shit like that, because it ain't like the nigga apologized and no shit like that. But we can't sit there and act like the NBA just gonna be the moral compass, man. We not gonna. We know shit works in a different manner over there. And when you not running this shit, you have to expect shit to be run in a totally different manner. Of course, I wouldn't have his ass up there and get your motherfucking ass out. Respect what he did on the court, but outside of that, you still a piece of shit. Like, we're not gonna let you just not, and we just let that be, man. Shit, they swept that car shit, man. It's a lot of shit. Even recent shit that just gets swept under the rug. They just keep picking and choosing what they want to be mad at. And let's be honest, we're adults. I'm not in control of your feelings. It's not my job to help you get over your shit. You're supposed to get over your shit. Your support system is supposed to help you get over your shit. If you don't find the humor in this, that's your fault. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. Shit. Over here outraged about some shit like that. Let's be honest. Do you think they give a fuck? Did you see them two beautiful black folk just on the beach with a happy ass baby, my nigga? I don't think any of them give a fuck really what we talking about. Except seeing how he was cool, Rihanna was in the breeze, and the baby was some shit. But they don't give a fuck. Why should you? But people will. Hey, it's gonna continue to be comedy for me. On a lighter note, I watched House Party 1 again because I had heard so much bad shit about the one that's getting dropped. And I know it was a couple of old heads, a couple at work that were trying to look for the silver lining, but I was like, nah. Sometimes you can tell, man. Sometimes you can tell. A trailer will let you know a lot. And that's how you know it's an ass trailer. When you know the whole movie and you don't want to see it, yeah, that trailer sold y'all. Now, when you do, and sometimes they tell you the whole story in the trailer, you still be like, yeah, I want to fuck with that. Because it's just a part of the game. Like, it doesn't matter what bullshit they keep coming up with the Fast and the Furious. People are gonna go watch it. Because that's considered the new action shit. It's not the old school 90s blow up, shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit that it used to be. It's on some other shit. So, we just take it for what it is. Like superhero movies are like the action shit now. Like they are the authority. There's not a lot of shit outside of whatever the fuck. Cause like with the the Rock, San Andreas, that shit was about earthquakes and the earth cracking and buildings falling and shit like that. It wasn't a whole lot of hand to hand combat in that shit. But I watched the OG House Party, and yeah, that's a top 10 movie to me, man. All day. That's why I was really like, whenever they be talking about the remakes, if you ain't got Kid and Play in it, I'm really like, I don't need no guest appearance. Put them niggas in the fold. They have already proven. They've already proven that they could. They got enough to be at least comedic actors to comedically give you an alright movie. But yeah, that shit was good, man. Great story and all that shit. No holes. I don't give a fuck what you say. Watch that shit. There's no real holes in the plot. Nope. Some of the shit that people may not want, some of the people may not get because they didn't grow up then, because you know how that go. You get in trouble at school, it ain't no cell phone. They call in the house. They don't get no answer. They just leave a message. Now, those administrators and teachers that really gave a fuck was definitely gonna call again. But sometimes, they just made that call. Yeah, answer, fuck it. Send the letter. And if you happen to catch the letter in the mail for your people's due, it's a small victory. But if you don't, it's a huge L. The whole dynamic was cool, and everything was everything was funny, man. Like his daddy called him down there for breakfast, yelling at him to get your ass down here. And when he gets downstairs, he sees that big ass breakfast that nigga made for him. Hey, yo, he made a spread for kid, yo. And all he was gonna eat was some toast and leave. That's why he yelled at him. Finish your breakfast first, boy. I ain't cook all this damn food for you to be wasting, man. Your ass in there and eat. I ain't even gonna lie. Even if I was gonna be late, I'm gonna sit down and eat that breakfast, yo. I got this little breakfast food, so I'm gonna just sit down and indulge for real. He get to school, they setting up for the party. The homie Play, who was a loyal dirtbag. That's just it's hard to describe Play because Play had some instances in the movie where he was on bullshit. He was on some bullshit, but then he had other instances where he was a clutch homie, man. He was a clutch homie. Dirtbag part. Letting kid get his ass whooped in the cafeteria, even though he won't nowhere around there and it really ain't had nothing to do with him. I'm not gonna say that's a dirtball move, but knowing me and my homies, one of us would have had somebody back dealing with some buff ass 30-year-old niggas out here being fucking with us kids. That one wasn't that bad. But the bullshit he pulled on Bilal, he went to his house with a girl in the car. Not only just loaded his DJ equipment, he shoved, scratched, and fucked up his shit loading it in the car. And once he loaded it in the car, it was nowhere for Bilal to sit. He left Bilal, went to the party, set the shit up because I say he a loyal dirtbag. He did a little bit for Bilal. Came back an hour later with a car full of honeys, trying to smooth shit over with it because he a loyal dirtbag. I'm gonna bring I'm gonna bring the cheeks to you so you know what I'm saying? So he'll run on a couple of them before we get to the party. Like you mad at this nigga because he left you sitting on that porch for an hour. Martin said, I've been sitting here for a whole hour just to tell you that I'm not going. Talk them into it because the bun speaks. You know how it go, man. We are especially there. High school, come on, man. We all have made some questionable choices dealing with the bun. So you ain't no better than that, bro. You know who the fuck you did. So shit, then he pulls another one. Get Bilal in the car. They go into the party. Kids still getting chased by these goddamn bullies. I just would have told him, man, you whooped my ass once already, man. After that, that's enough, man. He almost hit the nigga with the car while he crossed the street. Just let the nigga go, man, and carry on, man. That's why I'd be like, man, fuck it. I already tried to shoot the fair when y'all whooped my ass. Y'all got me on through some 3-on-1 shit. Man, just kill me or leave me alone, man. I ain't for this shit. It's a party, nigga. There's buns over there, man. I ain't got time for y'all. They was chasing the nigga then and Play drove by the nigga. He was jumping the balance. Hey, yo, ain't that kid? Oh, man, I gotta get back to the party, man. We ain't got nowhere to sit no way. Nigga Bilal, like, you cold, man. You cold. And one of my favorite cinematic shots in a movie of all time, my nigga. They was fucking with kid. I want to say this might have been after they ran into it at the old folks party or something like that. But when they play that Public Enemy, I Can't Do Nothing For You, man. And that beat just going off that. And then they showed a party and everybody is gigging, my G. Like they all going the fuck in. Everybody at the party dancing, my nigga. And this shit's so crazy when everybody like so hyped. You can see when people come up to the door, like even play, like even when he with the homies, he's still dapping them up. Like even when Chill and Groove came in there, and old boy that kept falling asleep, he kept saying like he was still showing love, like Chill, Groove, and then like, damn, man, we got some more, too many hard ladies in here. We need some ladies, but those are still his boys though. Like Lil Clint with the little heart shaped shit cutting the back of his little fade. He bought a date to the party. So that you know how different of a nigga that is. You already heard this shit getting ready to jump. That nigga play Parents Gone down south. They in California. They won't make it back this night. And they didn't, man, that party is jumping. Let's not forget about Signe and Shireen. One of the best examples of friendship in movies. We'll get to that though. But they at the party. The party got so many different fucking moving parts in there. You got you got Chill who keep bumping the table and fucking with Martin. And I want to give a shout out to Chill because Chill look like my homeboy Black Man. And Black Man, if you were angrier, that would be you all day. Because Chill was looking to fight. He was already talking shit. When Martin came around that table, he was popping off at him. When Full Force came to the door to try to break into the party, he told the bullet, he told the nigga from Full Force, hey, yo, man, don't touch your hands on my body, yo. Chill was looking to fight, period. If he won't go get no buns, he was looking to fight. Because he already knew he had to deal with the bullshit because Groove was out there, man. Groove was drinking that can of OE. He said, nigga, your liver gonna shrivel up like a prune. Because Chill already knew he was gonna be on bullshit. And when Groove had passed out, that's a funny ass part of the movie. Play going through the party, politicking, and this, that, and the third. And he trips over this drunk ass nigga on the floor, man. Like, what type of bullshit we got going on? When he goes, he's like, man, Chill. Let me go get the nigga he came to the party with. When he came and showed him and laid out on the floor, he's like, oh, I told you not to invite this nigga. And they carried that nigga home. See? Dirtbag. Play putting you out the party. It's dirtbag shit. It's dirtbag shit. Cause he just throwing the drunk nigga out in the party. Drag that nigga off to the side and let him sleep that off. But loyal. Loyal dirtbag. He walks the nigga to his crib, puts him between the screen door and the front door, rings the doorbell and runs. So at least his people know that he home. Fucked up, but at least he home safe. Play was just taking it to the extreme, man, in both ways, man. That shit was just funny, man. Kid get to the party, people hype. He in there dancing, trying to get at Signe and Shireen. They was bad like that. They was doing their thing. Shireen had all the sauce because she was from the hood. You know, shit. You got to be on your shit because people will run over you and take advantage of you out there like that. And Signe was a nice little come from the good home type junk like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they was sauce. But the whole party scene was crazy. You got the neighbor, rest in peace, John with the spoon. He up there making all that noise and shit like that. It's understandable, man. You're an old ass dude, man. You just trying to go to sleep. And I think it was a school night. Yeah. So that, grown ass men got to go to work in the morning. And they in here playing that music loud as shit. Them kids, they teenagers, so they loud as shit. And it's just so much hilarity in that situation. The cops with their goofy asses, they was out there. And nigga, when Kid Father found out that he had snuck out the house because he forbid him to go into the party once he figured out he got in a fight at school over some shit that he could have avoided. Let's be honest. Just keep it moving, my nigga. Number one, you're not gonna be able to shoot the fair one with them, and more times than not, you might get your ass kicked with anybody but Pee Wee. Man, just carry on, man. I'm trying to get to this party tonight, man. It's gonna be all types of buns there, not just Sydney and Shireen. But most of the girls at the party was cute. The one that played had in the car when he first came up there, the Destroy Bilal shit when he was packing it, the junks that was in the car when he came back and got him, like the various junks that was in there. It won't no ugly junks for real, for real. Even the African chick that didn't do nothing but just dance the whole time. she just I just assumed she was the African chick and she didn't know no dances outside of this. Everybody else in there dancing like a motherfucker because at the time that was the dances. The shit, dancing back in the late 80s, early 90s was physical fitness, my nigga. That shit was work for real, for real. You was gonna sweat. I don't give a fuck who you was, even as a kid. But just then when his father went to go look for him, his father ain't even had no car. He was walking the city looking for this boy. Lord knows how far Play stayed from him, man, because he walked by the time he got there. The kid was already getting ready to leave. He was upstairs in Sydney, being a rider. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even let kid know about that jump. That just shows you how soft she was. She did him a favor and they ain't even bring it back up to him. It's all good. I fuck with you. You do right by me, I do right by you. We don't need to go over all that other shit. But just when he got to the party and roasted everybody there, he was out there. Robin Harris was fucking amazing in this movie. All that shit that man, then he get denied by Shireen. Cause Shireen like to fuck with motherfuckers, cause you know she gotta have the control. You know, that innocent shit gone. So, but then he get to walking with Sydney, and it's not about going out, you know, taking her out and no shit like that. They really on that walk got to know each other. And Shireen told Sydney, if you so worried about me dogging him, why don't you go ahead and take him? G shit, cause she's from the hood. So when they taking that walk and they really get to know each other, that's why you know they was getting ready to smash at her crib, just, you know, and all that. So after he leave her place, he getting ready to finally go home, and full force fucking with him again. They get chased and then they get arrested and then they get arrested and thrown in there, grown ass men. Now full force should have been in there. I ain't putting this kid in there with them because them niggas was really trying to rape him in an open cell with everybody watching. First of all, whenever they came around and the guards was making noise to get away from him anyways, they not gonna let you rape this teenage boy in here like that, man. Get y'all sick asses out of here, bro. The fuck is wrong with y'all? But Play, being the loyal homie that he is, grab Sydney and Shireen, gets a little bond together because get them something to get them out of jail. It couldn't have been a whole lot. It's just a disturbing. I mean, more than what they had for being high school kids. But you know, it was enough that they could scrummage up. They get down, and before they go up there, Sydney let Shireen know, yeah, he did this, that, and the third. And Shireen was mad at first, and then she was like, all right, cool. I did issue the challenge, and you accepted the shit and went through with it. And then she was like, you go, girl. That's why I said, man, A1 friendship. They was real the whole time. They was honest with each other, and that shit just was on a whole nother vibe, man. That's why I said, man. And then when he get out, man, this is homies there waiting on him, man. Hey. But last and definitely not least, he done been through all this bullshit. He get to the house. He get in the house. He get upstairs. He get to his room. He able to get his clothes off, get ready to get in. He get down to his drawers, and he even lifts up the sheet. And his pop said, I wouldn't do that if I was you, because your ass is mine. Snaps the belt and leads to another funny ass interaction where he beating the shit out of him with the credits rolling, and he talking cold cash shit. And I'm whooping your ass all night because I just woke up. I'm gonna beat the cowboy shit out of you. You think because you high and yellow, I'm supposed to be mellow. Bullshit. I'll start a fight in the empty room. Yeah, he done a whooping his ass. Now he said, now go to bed and don't wake up till I tell you. Oh man, just a great fucking film. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I've been real analytical with films because I've been watching that Blackbusters podcast with Big John and homie Tone, and it's good to see people who watch movies like I watch movies and know like all the funny parts that I thought was funny. They have too. I don't even know these niggas like that. Like I got the homies. Like I can call up Poe and Slide, and we can talk for 2 hours about House Party. We can spend the whole day on 1, 2, and 3. Like we can make a series talking about the house parties and class act alone. We can get y'all a week's worth of podcasts on that one alone. But that's just my thing because I just be all man. Because I'm a movie nerd, just a certain section because I just like I said earlier, some stuff I just don't give a fuck about. I ain't gonna lie. I might. I probably. I don't know. I got a girl now, so I want to see if she would want to go. But I'm gonna watch Creed 3. I want to see how they do this one with the Clubber Lang story and shit like that. And Jonathan Majors is a good actor. Tessa Thompson do her thing. Michael B. Jordan's good. I don't know where this story came out that Michael B. Jordan can't act type shit. Come on now. Y'all gotta cut that shit out. How many of y'all motherfuckers was getting ready to cry when he was getting ready to die as Wallace? He been had man. It was in 2002. He been had acting chops. Please stop trying to act like that. Please stop trying to act like that. Now, has he been in some ass movies yet? But he ain't totally been ass. He won't ass as Killmonger. He was all right as Killmonger. He was cool as Killmonger. I ain't had no problems with him. Y'all cut that bullshit out. Y'all liked Fruitville Station. I don't know why people be trying to say that he can't act and then act like that movie don't exist. As soon as somebody say, well, what about Fruitville Station? Oh, ain't no old motherfucker. We knew what it was because he grabbed Hollywood's attention with that movie. But we already knew what was up because we watched The Wire. So y'all gotta cut that shit out and stop trying to act like that nigga ass. He never ass. Cut it out. Oh, it's some ass actors out there. Trust me. Yeah, I ain't gonna be calling them out by name today, but trust me, some ass actors out there. But that's what we got, man. That's it for me today. I gotta eat something, man. I'm hungry as a hostage. What he saying? How high? I'm hungry than 4 dudes. I'm hungry than 5. Yeah, man. I gotta get something to eat up in me, man. Glad for everybody stopped by. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This nigga Biggie came in on the closing statement. That is the funniest shit I was getting. Biggie, I'm getting ready to close the fuck out of this goddamn stream. Talk about some, yeah. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Biggie. You will always be one of the homies. I'm gonna tell you this right now. When they annoy me at work and they get on my nerves and my squares off, if I need to get my funny back, all I gotta do is look at the screenshots of your videos, yo. The faces you be making, my nigga. I hate randomly stumbling upon them because I don't like laughing that loud on purpose. I don't like laughing that loud around people who don't know the context and nothing like that because there people be looking at you weird. I low key don't give a fuck, but you know what I'm saying? Oh shit, man. Them jokes be funny, bro. You be making some faces and that shit. You know what the fuck you doing too. Cause Biggie a funny motherfucker too. But once again, man, thank y'all for coming by. I don't even know what days I got off next week. I won't find out till Friday. So I'm definitely gonna try to give y'all something, even if I don't have a day off. I'm gonna come up here at 5 o'clock, or whatever time I may be getting off or whatever like that. And I'm gonna give y'all something. I can't be letting I can't let 2 weeks go by without at least, you know what I'm saying, doing something. I gotta give y'all something for the 8 people who consistently will like my videos. I gotta show love to y'all because y'all showing love to me. You definitely could be watching the more entertaining podcast, a visually better podcast, a better topic podcast, a podcast with better speakers, a podcast with some hosts. There's a lot of other places that you could be putting them thumbs up, man, and you give them here. So I got to, hop back on the consistency. It ain't gonna be no problem. We gonna be back on that shit. Trust me. We gonna be back on the shit. Ain't gonna be at this job too much longer. Just waiting on that Vegas trip. Once again, man, appreciate everybody for coming by, watching the show. Really appreciate it. Thanks again. Thanks a million. The blessings and all that stuff, man. Appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Spread the word around. Let somebody get in here and see if I can, get some new viewers out up in this piece. But as always, be easy and be you. That's all the fuck you can be. I'm out.